All right, good morning, everyone. Sorry for the little bit of a delay this morning. I was doing a one-on-one with one of my my students who I'm working with, so wasn't able to be super active in pre-market yesterday and this morning, and same will be for tomorrow as well. I do have three lessons for the pre-market. One of my students is from the West Coast, and he can't do anything in the afternoon my time. Gets home really late. By the time he's home, I'm in bed. So the only time he could do a lesson is in pre-market or on the weekend. So I do have another lesson planned with him tomorrow too. So my apologies if I haven't been here too active in pre-market the last few days. So all right, that being said, let's go over this morning watch list. Another Salty, yeah, I'm just doing some one-on-ones. Just doing some one-on-ones with a few people. Some people were interested in doing one-on-one mentoring sessions with me. So if anyone's interested, you could DM me. If not, uh, totally cool. So yeah, let's get into this morning watch list. Just give me 1 second here. I'm gonna pull up a chart. I'm gonna pull up a chart. Give me 1 second here. E-Trade's pretty slow this morning. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm about to get into this morning watch list right here. All right, APOP is going to be the first stock on watch this morning. We don't have too much on the watch list this morning, guys. So, that's cool. I'm cool with that. We had this same thing yesterday. Less is more. I like to say that. Less is more. I don't like when I have, a lot on the watch list. So, perfectly cool just watching a few names. And APOP is going to be my main watch this morning. So now on APOP, we don't have a news catalyst here on APOP, but this is a recent reverse split. So we do have a recent reverse split here on APOP. If you guys have E-Trade, you go to events and you hit show splits, and you can see here, boom, we have a split. Reverse split from yesterday on APOP. Now, looking at APOP, let's get into some statistics. Float was 5.6 million, or I think it was 8 actually per Yahoo. But the new float adjusted after the split is 1.6 million, so it is a micro float here. It is below 2 million in float, so we do have a very low float here on APOP. Now looking at the stats here, we have a high amount of insider ownership. We have 54% held by insiders. Anything more than 30% for me is a large number. So we do have a large amount of insiders holding the stock here on APOP. Now let's look at the history. I'm actually going to pull up the gap stats. I do have it on Discord. Is my mic muted? Can you guys hear me? All right, cool. All right, just wanted to make sure. All right, so looks like I'm good. All right. So I did want to show you guys the gap stats. All right, so here are the gap stats on APOP. So you guys could see, we had three gaps above 20%. And any questions, guys, I'll respond to them when I'm done with the watch list. APOP gapped above 20% three times, had an average spike of 45%, closed above the open 67% of the time. And what stands out to me here, guys, is this average spike. We have an average spike of 45%. Before it gives back its gains or before it does whatever it may do. But that is a big number right there. The average spike is 45% off the open on APOP. So that does jump out to me there on that play on APOP. Also, we do have short sell restriction on. We do have short sell restriction on, which is a bullish thing. So that's also something to keep in mind on APOP. I kind of rules out, to me, possible short. We'll be breaking some rules. We have a micro float with SSR on, with a high amount of insider ownership. So when I see those three things combined, it kind of throws the short out the door for me. High IO, SSR on, micro float, day one. It throws out the possibility of a short for me on APOP. So I didn't reserve any borrows on APOP. So now let's get into the overall intraday chart here. As far as the volume, it's pretty good. The volume's not, it's not amazing, but it is still pretty good, the volume on APOP. We did about 800,000 in volume. The baseline volume is decent. Still holding up a nice steady uptrend here on APOP. I do have the lines mapped out here. I don't know why this one's in there. So the lines here we have is 350 is current support. Below that we have $3 support. And then below $3 we do have 270 support. Overhead we're gonna have 410. Then we're also gonna have some 450 resistance. We did do some volume here, 2 million shares this day. So you guys can see we have this 450, 460 overhead support. Resistance. Then above that we'll have the $5 resistance. So those are the overhead supports, and these are the those are the overhead resistance, and these are our support lines. So what do we want to be looking for on APOP? When we open on up, we could see two things. There's two setups I usually like to look for. One could be we could get some sort of parabolic here over 4, pull back, kind of form this ABCD pattern. So we go up, down, put in a higher low, put in another higher low, and then boom, break out. Or we could look for the the wash trap and squeeze pattern where we get a washout, out of the gates. Find support maybe around this $3 line, 270 line. Start to curl back on up, put in a higher low, and then we could look for a possible long on APOP. And as you guys know, you got to see how the volume looks. You got to see how the price action looks. Things can definitely change out of the open. We saw NNDM go on a monster fade yesterday, but it did give us some opportunity. NNDM did give us some opportunity. Was a little bit of a similar setup to APOP as far as reverse splits. NNDM was also a reverse split. So is APOP. So that's kind of the game plan on APOP this morning. Other than that, I did have BNGO on the watch list, but I'm not really too in love with it. This had a recent offering, and I don't like the long stocks. After a recent offering, just kills a lot of the momentum. Really kills a lot of the momentum, and I'm sure there's a lot of bag holders in this one on BNGO. It does have a headline, so we'll keep it on the back burner on BNGO. Other than that, a lot of stocks across the board here on light volume. APOP is going to be my main watch this morning. CTX, I'm probably not going to be looking for a day too short on that one. Just not a ton of meat on it. You can see it's kind of towards the bottom here, so I probably won't be watching that one. Just going to be APOP. Updated float's about 1.6 million. All right, so if you guys have some questions, I see Richard, you do have a question. You could ask. Let's see. Yeah, but I believe it is around 1.6 million to float. All right, come on, Salty. You gotta stop with this broker stuff, man. You gotta stop with this broker stuff, man. I think I proved for myself, my trading ability. I come on here every day, man, and I'm not sending anyone that broker statement. I'll show you my trader view that connects to my broker. If you want, I'll show it to you tomorrow, man. I'll go over every single trade, every single execution if you want, man. But I'm not. It's enough with it's enough with that, man. You know a real trader, guys. You know a real trader for who it is, and I think I speak for. I think a lot of you guys could speak for that for me. So you guys could decide for yourself. I'm not forcing anyone to do one-on-ones. If you don't want to do one-on-ones, then don't do it. You know, I'm not forcing anyone to do it though. You guys can see this is 100% legit. This is my active live ID account, guys. This is real account. A fake account for a Dosh Trader would have the letter T in it. This is 100% legit my freaking account, and I never want to show this, but I'm showing you now to prove you guys wrong. This is a live account. Every day it just connects, and all my trades go through here on TraderView, guys. This is not fake. So enough with that topic, guys. I'm not going over it there. I just showed you that's my real live account linked to my trader view, and it imports my trades. So enough with the broker talk, guys. Come on. I'm here to teach you guys, educate you guys. Here to have a good time and trade. All right, cool, guys. Enough of that. Let's get into some trading this morning. All right, cool. So APOP, you guys know the game plan. We have the 350 line mapped up. Below that we have $3, and below that we have 270 overhead. We're gonna have 410 in at the pre-market highs. So let's do this, guys. Oh no, Ricky, I didn't. No, I didn't swing APOP. I didn't swing APOP. Yeah, Preston, I'm actually gonna think about doing that. I'm thinking about getting a possible mod. I know the viewership is getting up there now, so I'm thinking I may have to get a mod. Uh, think about who I could give that role to. Cause the Nightbot's not cutting it. I think the Nightbot's more of a headache than a help in here. Stock block, yeah. I think stock block and yeah, I think I'm gonna do stock block and C Dub. I trust those guys. Known stock block. He's been in here for a while. Same with C Dub. So I think I'm gonna have you two as mods if you guys want. Totally up to you. All right, cool. Yeah, so we'll talk about that, after the stream. But the market is about to open, so let's lock in here and focus. All right, Don. If you say scam again, man, I'm gonna have to ban you. Gonna have to ban you. Just stop spamming that dude. You said it about 4 or 5 times. APOP. All right, let's see. Yep, Chris. Let's lock in. Patience setups. Let's go attack. So you guys know the drill. I don't love trading right out of the gates. Very unpredictable right out of the open. Like to see more chart, and wait for my setups to develop. So that reason, I don't like to trade right out of the gates. So I'm gonna give APOP some time here to develop, and see what happens here. So right now, just paying attention to the tape, just watching here on APOP. Remember, we have our lines back at $3.50, $3, and $2.70. Overhead, we're gonna have 410 resistance. Other than APOP, yeah, that's really it. Just APOP at the moment. I'm not seeing anything else hitting the scanners. SUNW. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw SUNW on the bottom level too for you guys. Looks like it does have a headline there on SUNW. What's up, Richard? Can you move the high day scanner up? Oh, yeah. My bad. Yeah. For some reason, I can't move this morning. So I'm gonna have to slide it over. So they're gonna be a little bit smaller today, guys. Sorry about that. So I'll be waiting for some more of a pullback on APOP before I get involved with it. Uh, Kind of just going sideways at this level here around 370, 380. If I'm gonna get involved with it, I'm gonna be needing to see more of a pullback, and then a higher low pattern formation. PDSP. George, I'm waiting for a pullback. It's possibly $3.50, $3 on APOP. Just being patient right now, guys. Only 7 minutes in. Being patient, just watching at the moment. I'm not gonna force anything if I'm not seeing anything I like. Just being patient, waiting for my setups, not giving in the FOMO. And we've been kind of seeing this like the past few days. We've been seeing these top gainers just kind of go sideways and have this really tight range. CETX, TROV. We've been seeing a lot of these plays have this really tight range. So let's see APOP here. So like I told you guys in the pre-market, this is not an ideal short setup. We have a micro float here, 1.6 million in float with 50% held by insiders, and we do have SSR on as well. So those three are to me big no's on the short side. So usually tend to avoid these ones on the short side. So I won't be looking for a short this morning on APOP. Let's see, OPGN, 55% gap down. Nice. Why don't we let's alert IBS on that one. See if he's in chat. Or if you're watching the stream, IBS, what was it? OPGN with a huge gap down, so it could be a possible dead cat bounce. We've been seeing some nice dead cat bounces too lately. Oh, there you go, IBS. You are in chat. Nice. So yeah, OPGM, possible dead cat bounce. All right, so here we go. A little bit of a wash here. Let's see, Kaz. You think it's whipping up and down due to manipulation? Yeah, I would probably say it's a little bit of a combination of both between traders, short sellers, and buyers, and some manipulation here. Manipulation is very present, guys, in trading small caps. All right, so we're getting this wash here on APOP. It's right out of 350 line. Eli, I am a Giants fan. I'm a Giants fan, not a Jets fan. But I'm not one of those Giants fans who hates the Jets. I don't mind the Jets, but I'm a Giants fan. All right, so coming on down here on APOP. This is kind of the wash I like to see a little bit better. You guys remember yesterday we saw NNDM going that def drop. This is kind of this pullback. I like to see it much better. I like to see this walk down type of pullback, and then start to put in these hammer candles. Start to have some lower wicks, and then I like to look for the higher low on the curl up. So far I'm kind of liking this action towards the downside. As weird as it sounds, but this is kind of what I like to see on these pullbacks. So watching these 340s pretty closely. Possible we could have one more leg down. So there it is. Here's 330s. So there are some options. You guys could look for the washout into your line, or you could wait for the reversal. The smart thing would be to wait for the reversal. You would be buying higher, but you kind of have some more confirmation. Or if you guys don't like the setup, just avoid. You make sure you guys are sticking to your own setups and you're trading your own plans. Don't follow. Don't be a sheep. All right, so let's see. See, I'd be looking for a short. All right, cool, nice. So just paying attention right now, just watching the tape, watching the volume. All right, let's see if we start to put in some sort of higher lows here on APOP. Let's see if we could reclaim these 350s here on APOP. So watching around this area. All right, so a little bit of a push here. A little bit of a push here on APOP. So now we want to see the next dip hold. I want to see the next dip hold now on APOP. So you guys see we put in this bottom now. Slowly curling on up. So now we want to see some higher lows now forming. We want to see these dips hold. And then we could possibly look for a reversal here. Guys, remember we saw this on NNDM yesterday. We saw this big washout. Then we had a huge spike on up. So I'm not in yet, guys. Not in yet. Just watching. I do like the stats here. SSR, low float, high IO. So I do want to see how we look on a pullback here on APOP. Alright, so here's this first pullback on APOC. Let's see if we see some buyers come in, some bidders step in. Yeah, I see that I put in a nice lower shadow there, lower wick. They have some buying on that dip right there. Let's see if it's going to hold. Not in yet, guys. Still watching here. A little bit steeper on this pullback now on APOP. And there's the crack. So we did crack there, that 330s. Did crack 330s right there. Yep, Richard, 100%, just being patient as well. When I'm trading this pattern, this setup, I like to wait for some clear cut higher lows. We didn't get it here. We didn't get it. I was watching it closely on this dip here. Was giving it some time. And we just didn't get it. We ended up pulling and cracking right there. I would still say this could still definitely trap above $3. I'd probably say below 3 is kind of that def line, that backside line. So still in play above $3, but just gotta be patient here. Sorry about that, C-Dub. I'm going to probably remove the Nightbot and make some mods this weekend. OPGN, nice. IBS, did you catch this one? Very nice on OPGN. Sweet. Nice. Very nice, IBS. And yeah, C-Dub will probably be in contact with you and Stock Block. Awesome. We put OPG on the bottom level too here. We've been seeing a lot of nice dead cat bounce setups lately. So our TTS going a nice one. TTNP. And COPGN. Now, I used to play this setup all the time, but we just haven't seen them. But now we have been seeing them a lot more. Yeah, I know you love playing them IBS. Yeah, I used to play them a lot, but I haven't been playing them recently. But I have been seeing a lot more in the recent few weeks. So watching APOP here still, guys. Still watching this one. This one could still trap. Still trap above 3 in my opinion. We just gotta be patient. Wait for some clear cut signals. Awesome. Good morning, JJ. Overall markets downtrending. It's almost 10 o'clock right now. No trades so far. So a little bit of a dip here on OPGN. Do have the lows at 160. So a little bit on the slower side so far this morning. A little bit on the slower side. Still in play is APOP. Still watching this one. Did put a little bit of a bottom again in there in the at the 325 mark. So let's see if we get some more of a clear cut pattern here on APOP. So once again, rejecting that 350 mark. C-dub. Nice. Pre-market high reject. So once again, APOP still looking weak here, guys. What are we seeing here? You got this washout, what you like to see. This is where we see the trap happen, guys. This is where we sometimes see the trap happen, but we got to be patient. Wait for higher lows. What are we seeing here? We're seeing lower lows, guys. Seeing lower highs. You could see lower high, rejecting that 350 line. If we're gonna loan this thing, we need to see it. APOP hold strong over 350s and then start the reverse 360s, 370s, and we haven't been seeing that yet on APOP. So far, been a little weak here. It's not looking strong right around this 350 area. Keeps rejecting here. Alright, so let's see OPGN coming on down a little bit. Right near VWAP at 165. APOP still trying to hold on up. The dogs come every time as a runner. He's here, yep. He's here. No, guys, I still like APOP. If he could get over 350, reclaim, hold strong above it, and then get that push, I'll definitely be looking for a possible long. Until we get that, you want me to be patient. So starting to curl a little bit here, guys. Starting to curl a little bit. They put in the bottom here right around this 325 area. Slowly coming on back up. So once again, back at 320s, but still putting in these lower wicks. Each time we come to 320s, you did it once, twice. There's a third time right there. That 320 area kind of soaked there at the bottoms. Still holding that 320 area. Dreambox, you're risking 320. Definitely not a bad idea. Definitely see it. Definitely see that. Now it's 3 times we held that 320 mark. At the same time, we did reject 350 twice, so kind of in this channel between 350 and 325. A little bit faster here on APOP. A little bit faster here. Let's see. Nice out 360 on a APOP short. Very nice. Watching very closely here, guys. Watching very closely here on APOP. Did start to pick up some there. APOP, guys, did start to pick up some on APOP. Starting in small here. Like the risk off that 320 mark, coming up to 350 here. If we break 350 on strong volume, may look to add to my position. slowly getting this curling up. Seeing the volume start to increase a little bit. Do like the risk reward off this 325 mark. And I will look to add more if I see some more confirmation over 350. A little bit of a rejection right there on APOP. So you do want to see 340 start to hold strong, but you can see each dip we're holding on APOP. Yeah, CW, I would agree. Yeah, a little bit of early, guys. I'm taking a little bit of an early starter. A little bit of an early starter. I definitely agree, though. Waiting for over this 350 mark would be much smarter entry. I'm just starting in a little. I'm just dabbling in a little bit early here, guys. Dabbling a little bit in here early. Let's see if we get this break. All right, let's see at APOP. So I'll look to add, full size in the trade. If we break over this top here, so that'll be my final add. To me, that'll be more the confirmation. Getting in here 340s, 330s, a little bit of an anticipatory entry. So you do want to be smaller if you're if you're looking for these lower entries here, because you don't have that confirmation just yet. Starting to get that, starting to get a little bit more confidence though. Seeing this start to slowly uptrend here, so that's why I did start in a little early here. So right now it is 10:10 on APOP. So let's see if we get this big breakout for us, guys. Let's see. All right, guys, coming up here, 350. Let's see how it reacts. Want to see strong buying volume move in here at 350. So right up to 350. Let's see. Come on, APOP. Let's do it. So right at 350 here. You want to see big buying volume start to come in. Let's see, they're over 350. So you want to see 350s now start to hold as some new support here. So you want to see 350 start to hold as new support here on APOP. So you want to see 350s hold. So just watching right now, guys. Still holding on to my position. It's pretty much going so far as planned, guys. We just need to see the follow through now. So far, we've gotten everything. We've gotten this washout. We've gotten these higher lows. All we got to see now is this this follow through momentum, guys. We got to see volume start to come in now. This is a crucial area right here, right around this 350 mark. You know, we got to start holding strong above, and we got to see some more volume start to come in here. It doesn't take much, guys. Remember, the stats are here. Doesn't take much to move. You know, micro float, only 1.6 million in float with SSR, with a high IO. So let's see. You know, it's still basing. I like how we're holding 340s now, but we need to see the volume come in, guys. We need to see this volume start to move on in now. Let's see. Here's another 350 push. Another 350 push here. The longer we hold over 350, the more uncomfy it's going to make shorts, because you're going to have a lot of shorts who are in here, 330s, 340s. Sure, a lot of shorts hammered in after this rejection here and this rejection here. So you could definitely get a nice squeeze on up. Alright, here we go. It's 355. Let's see if we could clear this 350s. Let's see if some 360s here on APOP. And that's it, guys. I'm all out there. All out there on APOP. Just too weak on the volume there on the push, guys. Did exactly what I wanted it to do, and just too weak on the volume there on the push. So I am out of that one on APOP. If it goes back up and reclaims, good for APOP. But got that death candle there, and it hit my stop there on APOP. So I'm all out of that one. When as planned, guys. This once again, just when as planned, just didn't get the volume. Perfect, washout. Got this higher low pattern uptrend, but volume just didn't come in here, guys. We just didn't get that follow through on APOP. Let's see, maybe it could possibly still trap here. It did kind of hold on that 320 dip again. Possibly I could look for a re-entry, but I had to stop out right there. That was a pretty strong death candle right there. Let's see if we could come back on up. Yeah, I never got my ad in, guys. Never got over that 360 level. Yeah, so I'll show you guys my charts, but where I entered first was right here, on this dip that held on APOP. Then we did get a bit of a crack there, came back up, and then I did add some more here. So I had a small position here, re-added there on APOP. I'll show you guys my charts. I'll show you the charts. But then we just couldn't get that follow through. We couldn't get that follow through on APOP. This was definitely what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted to see on it. We just didn't get that that follow through on APOP. I mean, it is still holding up, guys. Technically, it never cracked 325. It didn't crack 325. I just saw 320s, guys, and I did get out there. So technically, it still never cracked, that stop loss at 325, but I kind of anticipated it to crack there. Either way, I didn't like that candle. But, if you guys are still holding, you could just stick to that 325 stop. you guys are wondering on that trade, I lost a total of $320 there on APOP. So I lost a little over 10 cents, guys. I lost a little over 10 cents. Still having good risk management on my trades. Still having good risk management. You guys can see my winners. Last prior week, I had $8,000 winner, $5,000 winner. And now, if you guys look at my red days, yesterday I lost about almost 1,000 yesterday. Today I'm down 320. So you guys can see I'm managing my losses pretty well here. I'm not taking massive losses, respecting my stops. So it's part of the game, guys. You got to make sure you're minimizing your losses. I'm not gonna come on the stream every day and have a green day. It's just the reality of trading. No one's gonna have a green day every day. Just the ebbs and flows, of the market, and you're trading. You're not gonna be green every single day. You're gonna take setups, and some days they're not gonna work out for you. Just like I said, just unfortunate we didn't get this volume push on APOP. This went perfectly as planned. Washout came down to my $3 line, put in a higher low here, and just couldn't get the follow through. We came close to breaking out there, just didn't get that volume. Chris, you got it, man. 100% C-Dub. I totally agree, man. We definitely could easily seen 4. I mean, how many times have we seen it, guys? We've seen a micro float, 1 million in float, SSR on, high IO. How many times have we seen the same setup squeeze, guys? So many times. We've seen the same setup squeeze over and over and over again. And just for whatever reason this morning, we just didn't get the volume. We just didn't get the volume we needed. Yeah, Casper, it was a fake trade, man. I was paper trading this morning. It was fake. I didn't have a losing trade this morning. I never lose. I never lose. High IO, high institutional ownership, or insider ownership. Let's see. Yeah, you guys could definitely look for a re-entry. If it starts to base. If you guys have noticed, I tend to pay close attention to market trends. I do pay close attention to market trends, and if you guys have been seeing the last 2 days, yesterday was CETX. Would we see? We kind of saw like a midday squeeze. We kind of saw something like this midday squeeze, and this was like around 11:12. And then the day before that, we did see TROV also do a similar thing, but it did it late day. So I always pay close attention to market trends, and this is a trend we have been seeing the past 2 days in the top gainers. So you could see, did the same thing, went in this channel all day, maybe broke down a little bit, and then it had a late day squeeze. So the past 2 days we did see some pops, midday and late day, and it came out of long channel. So you guys could see APOP still holding in this channel. Technically the stop loss never hit. I just kind of had a little bit of anticipatory exit. I kind of anticipated this to crack after seeing this death candle, but technically, the stop loss is still in there. 325 never cracked, so we'll see what happens. We'll watch it around midday, late day. I still like APOP, guys. There's still a possibility I'm gonna enter this one. So if it's off stream, I'll let you guys know in Discord chat. Yeah, Carlos. Yeah, I see what you're saying. They all three of them did have SSR on. All three of them did have SSR on. Something to keep note of. CETX had it. Uh, TROV had it. They all had SSR on. Something to keep note of. APOP is the lowest float out of those two. This is still at 1.6 million in float, guys. Still a very low float here on APOP. Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna revenge trade. I'll definitely look for another setup on it if it sets on up. I still like APOP, guys. This did meet a lot of my morning checklist. This met a lot of bullets on my morning checklist, and I went over them. So I still like this one, guys, for a possible squeeze. But yeah, if I'm gonna enter, be waiting for some more confirmation. SUNW. I saw a few of you guys are saying SUNW. Yeah, I mean this was a nice morning pop. And if you guys possibly shorted over under 4 here for some nice fade, it's starting to reverse a little bit here on SUNW. The volume just a little too light. It's too light in volume. Too light in volume for me to look for it. It could definitely still get a nice pop, but a little too light in the volume for me. All right, let's see. Coming back up, 345s now. Anyone still holding? I mean, never hit the stop. Never hit the stop. Yeah, Casper, nice still in. Yeah, it's I made a decision there, guys, and you know technically I should be holding, but I did stop out there. I saw it come down 328, saw a lot of red on the tape, was right near my stop loss, and I exited. I don't know, I was kind of thinking of like NNDM yesterday, like that big death candle it had. So I was kind of, had that going through my mind that, hey, this thing may get, maybe halted on the downside. And, I stopped out a little early before my stop, so you guys could say I made a mistake there. I always, like I said, guys, I always own up to making mistakes. I'm not going to be that guy who's, going to hide every single mistake. So. and we'll see. So far, each time we get up to 350, we just have lack of volume, lack of buying. Uh, this is I was definitely expecting this curl and breakout right here. So we'll see here on APOP. Yeah, 100% agree with you, Carlos. Some people think that, every day I'm going to come in here and kill it. I mean, I would love to. I would love to come in on the live stream every single day, have a green day, make thousands of dollars in a perfect world, but, it's not, we don't live in a perfect world and no one's perfect. So, when I come in here, I'm human, I'm going to make mistakes. And reality is that people are not going to like that, and there's going to be some haters, but that's cool. You know, people are going to hate on you. So, here's what it is. But I'm just going to come in and do the same thing I do every day, guys. Every day, it's a process. I repeat the same thing each and every day. And that's how, in the long run, I'm consistent so far. Doing this, the same process, the same pattern, every single day. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to be taking the same setup as I see it. If we have tomorrow, we have a low float stock, SSR on, high IO, pretty decent volume. You have the same setup, this higher low pattern formation, curl up. I'm going to take the same setup tomorrow. I'm going to do it Monday and Tuesday. I'm going to take my same setups over and over and over again. In this case, we just didn't have follow through. We didn't have that follow through momentum here at 350. And we'll see if it could possibly do something later on today. I could definitely look for a possible re-entry if it sets back on up. Thank you guys. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. Yeah, it's just how it is. I've been doing this I've been live streaming, guys, I don't know if you guys were here, but, I've been doing it for, over a year now. It's been over a year since I've been live streaming. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've been doing this. But, recently, just a lot more haters. For some reason, just a lot more haters recently. But, I guess you're not doing it right unless there are haters, right? Why did we quit the first stream? We just took a break. Took a break. Alex made like a big decision to pursue options full time, so he kind of wanted to think about it, and it was a big decision for him. So he kind of took a break just so he could get his mind right and figure out what he's gonna be doing. And here goes APOP again, 350 test. Gamer, you're not muted. I see you typing there. Reiki, thanks. I know you've been with us for a while. I know some of you guys have been here for a while. Do I notice the time of the year is better for small caps? Yeah. I do notice that the fall winter times are historically hotter. So between like October to, February, I do notice are the hottest times to trade. Thank you, billionaire sir. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Right now, guys, it's 10:37. So I'm probably gonna wrap it up in the next, few minutes here. Pretty tired. I've been talking all day. I was up early today with that, one of my one-on-one students, and talking for a long time this morning. So probably gonna wrap it up in the next few minutes here. Yeah, Casper, I definitely see the potential here for a squeeze. That's why I'm not taking it off the radar, and that's why I'm not. That's why I'm gonna keep watching it all morning. Took a super small loss on it, guys. $300. If it sets back on up again, I'm definitely gonna be looking for a long. So, guys, be there in Discord. I'll let you guys know if I re-enter on APOP, because I'm definitely gonna still be having this one on high alert. On APOP has yet to crack 325. Still holding 325. So I'm still going to be watching this one closely. Yeah, I know. I do see this guy just putting in a higher low right here too. What time is it? It's like 10:40. Salute to you, gamer. Means a lot. Thank you. Let's see APOP. Some volume right here. George, that was what I was planning on doing when I came back. I was planning on doing that, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just a habit that I don't know. I just feel like I have to just keep talking for some reason. I don't know. I feel like it just makes the stream a little awkward. But that was the original plan. I was gonna come back and be like, all right, I'm only gonna talk when I see something or when I enter a trade. But I just happened to I don't know, just keep talking. But alright, guys, I'm gonna end it in the next minute or two here. Getting a little tired over here. Once again, guys, thank you for all the support. Appreciate you guys, being here each and every day. You guys want to support the channel, drop a like, give me a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And we do have some bidders now stepping in here on APOP. We have some size stepping in here. Once again, this pulled again. Bids pulled. Definitely some manipulation here. Definitely a lot of manipulation here on APOP. Did have some size step in there, 350s, and pulled. They pulled right away. Yeah, Casper the Nightbot does not like you. Casper the Nightbot does not like you. Alright, guys, I'm going to end it. APOP, like I said, will be watching this one, throughout the morning. I'll let you guys know if I re-enter. And I'm also going to be DMing a few of you guys for some moderation help. the streams, we're getting a lot more viewers now, so I do want to moderate the room. So I will be adding some mods probably over the weekend. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day. And I'll see you all first thing tomorrow, guys. It is Friday, so coming out to the end of the week, guys. Peace.